And they're perpetuating that great deception upon us who are hungry for the truth and need this spirit of revelation. So now we can say, now I've shown the house to the house. Don't be afraid of revelation. In fact, we should be running for it. We should be hungry for it, because it's part of this one who we call Jesus Christ, is this spirit of revelation that comes from Him. Let Him reveal things to you. Let Him open the heavens to you. Let Him bring the house to the house, so that you understand that when those things happen, it's happened because the house has been shown to the house, and it's come and taken its rightful place, and then we're open to revelation. And there's no fear. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love and joy and a sound mind. And I tell you what, a sound mind comes with that spirit of revelation. But we're so afraid of it, and rightly so, because we have seen it misused and abusive. We've seen some ministers use it for their own end, their own accomplishment, their own riches, their own fame. And so we're kind of like, oh, okay, I just go everywhere but don't go to revelation. And that's what we need, church. We need to be a church of revelation truth. Not afraid of it, and not afraid to speak it. Not afraid to pursue it. Not afraid to say, God, that's what I want. I want that. I want to be able so that you can show me revelation truth. And the thing about revelation truth is that it doesn't line up with a lot of things that we've already been taught and preached to. Just don't lie. It doesn't fit. Revelation of Jesus Christ. As you go to the book of Revelation, it didn't fit. And we think, God, how does it fit today? Because it's that same spirit of revelation that John spoke of that is available to us today if we desire it, if we want it. And if we pursue it. Say, okay, God, just hurt me or not. Because sometimes some of the revelation that comes has hurt my little feelings. Because I thought I was pretty smart. And then they just show me how dumb I've been. How far off, how far out I have been. And I need to bring all this back into the true revelation of Jesus Christ to the church world today. And your job, whether you can grasp this or you might not even want to, your calling and your ministry and your job now is to show the house to the house. That's your job. And say, well, I don't want it. That's your job. No, that's our job. We, you and me, Chemo Savvy, we have a job to do. We have a job to do. And it's not being, little goody two-shoes or more perfect than anybody else, but it's to walk in revelation truth. God release us to walk in revelation truth where the church has been afraid to walk. Open that highway of revelation and put our feet on it and let us say to our feet, do what you're supposed to do and walk on this highway of revelation truth regardless of what it's going to cost me. Because the cost of being disobedient is much worse than the cost of being obedient. So be obedient and walk in this revelation truth, and no enemy will be able to ensnare you at your feet again. If you stay on this highway, the word speaks to it like this. There is a highway that's called the way of holiness. Walk you therein. That highway that's called the way of holiness is the way of revelation. Revelation truth that will help you allow God to continue the peeling process of your life till there is nothing left of you. And all that people see when they see you is they see the love of God manifested, because there are some of us who would dare walk in revelation truth. There's just a couple more thuds there, Andrew, because I think there was a couple more bags of things cut off of somebody and dropped down. And this is what revelation truth does. It sets you free. It sets you free of the things that the church has condemned you over. And the church has no business. The church wasn't raised up to be a place of condemnation. It was raised up to be a place of conviction and truth and revelation. But we've done everything else but do that. I often think, I've often read that some churches have this concept that they're the defenders of the faith. And it's like, I've always thought, what, the faith needs to be defended? I don't think so. The faith will speak for itself. We don't have to defend the faith. I think that's why some of us get so tired along our journey, is that we're trying to defend something that doesn't need defended. And we're just like a bird flapping our wings in the air and not going anywhere because we're not accomplishing. But we're defenders of the faith. But we're defending the faith. No, you're not. The faith doesn't need defended. It'll speak, it'll hold, it'll stand on its own. And faith is part of revelation truth. Praise God. So we want to walk in this revelation truth. We want to walk where Ezekiel walked and hear what Ezekiel heard. But the next step in this revelation truth, and I'll just read this caption out of my Bible that says, next, the priests were reproved. Church, God is reproving us so we'll come under conviction and change. Not laboring under condemnation, but walking in conviction every day, so that when it's time to repent, we're there. I think about now, we would spend more time repenting than we would doing anything else. But there comes that time when the repenting is over and it's done. Like King David, when he had his thing with Bathsheba and she had that child, and that child got sick and it was dying, and David was in the temple praying, and I'm sure he was praying for that child, but God's order was that child died. And